Hi there guys, and welcome back to the channel, where today it's a little bit of a different video. You're actually joining me in my showroom. I've got my Range Rover behind me and I'm wanting to do something a little bit different with my spare time. Not that I have a huge amount, but I quite enjoy being outside, outdoors. We quite often go for walks and stuff in the moors with Loki, and camping's always been a little bit of a taboo thing, but I figured if I'm going to give it a go, I'm going to do it incorporating my car. And I had conversations with my other half, and we were discussing I could just change my car. I could just go for a Land Rover Discovery 4, which a lot of people do a little bit of camping with, and I actually wanted to do it with a roof tent. So what I'm going to be doing today with my Range Rover, as you can see, it has no kind of flush rails or anything on top. So I've just had some rails delivered. They're in that box there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fit those flush rails to it. I've also got some roof bars on order, and I've actually got my roof tent too. So this is going to be a little bit of a series, and do a little bit of exploration, and actually try and use Land Rover Range Rover product a little bit more rugged and outdoorsy, and see how it holds up. I mean, this one here, as I've said in previous videos of mine, it is a HSE Dynamic. It's got big 22-inch alloys, so maybe I'll change those to a 20s, and maybe get some more all-terrain type tyres for it, but it all depends how far we go. I certainly wouldn't call it like an Overland or anything like that, but and I've seen a few of those with the L392s. They look quite cool, but I've never seen one L494, so might be something I get into. But let's get these rails fitted and see how I feel about those. Right guys, so that is the roof rails on. A little bit of a pain of the job, to be honest. I mean, when I bought the roof rails, it says that there's no drilling required. And although that might be true for the rails themselves, if you want these finisher bits, I'll show you on the... if you want these finisher bits, you can buy them from genuine Land Rover. Otherwise it would just be blanked out and it would look horrendous. You can buy them from genuine Land Rover, but they're like 260 quid plus the VAT. But I thought I'd give it a go. Cut the holes myself. I don't think I've done too bad of a job. I actually quite like how it looks with the roof rails on. The roof bars have just arrived. You can see one on the sofa just in the background there. So let's get those fitted. And there we have it. So that's the roof bars fitted onto the roof rails, and I'm thinking it's secure enough. I mean, I've given it a good wobble as best as I can. Looks okay, to be fair. I'm not sure I'd keep them on when I'm not using it with the tenting side of things, because you know, at the end of the day, it is a Range Rover Sport, so you want it to look as nice as you can. But I've actually got to go and pick up another Range Rover now with the trailer, so it'll be interesting to see if there's much wind noise or anything like that. See you soon. Alright guys, right, so you're actually joining me at a campsite. So missed out a little bit of the video where we actually fitted the roof tent to it, but I have to say I think it looks quite good on the Range Rover. So I'll turn you around so you can see that, and then I'll show you a little bit of the setup. And we've been here for a couple of hours now. I made a little bit of brunch on the Pro Q, and Soph's made plenty of hot drinks and made it all looking nice in the tent itself. So I'll show you. I'll turn it around. Right, so that is the car. So the thing I actually like about the Range Rover, when we pulled up, we put it into access height and it actually leveled itself out to make it as flat as possible. So we can actually get into the bed and it is as level as you can make it. I'll show you the inside of it as well. So you can see we've got like the mattress came with it, which is nice and comfortable. Bought a double sleeping bag, and so she's got some nice lights and bits in there as well. But it's really easy to set up. I would have shown you the time-lapse video of it as well. But the car's using it really nice and handy. So we've got lovely scenery all around us. It's a really nice secluded area that we've done. Yeah, really enjoying it. So yeah, I think I can get into this. Alright guys, so you're joining me back in the showroom. I do apologise, it is a very, stoppy-starty type video. It's not the type of review that I normally do. I normally just do straight car reviews, as you know, tell you a little bit about it, take it for a drive and whatnot, but this is actually doing a review on what my car can do. So I really enjoyed the day yesterday. We set up, it was quite good just to spend a few hours. As I say, we enjoy being outside anyway, both my partner and I, and obviously Loki had a really good time. Loki's down here. Yeah, had a really good time, plenty of space for him to run around. Really enjoyed setting up the barbecue, doing a little bit of a cook on that as well. The Range Rover, really impressive in the sense that I've always known that they've done it, but it did it really well. I'll put a picture in it in just a second just to show you, but it levels itself out. So we put it into access height anyway, but you'll notice on that picture that I've just showed you, the bottom of the back of the car, if you like, has bottomed out more so than the front. So obviously you wouldn't ever drive it like that. It does it when you start it up, it brings itself back up to level. But what that means is that the roof tent that's on top is as level as it can be, because we want a slight incline. So it was really quite good to have that level out as well. Really had comfort. Obviously it's just about an hour away to drive to the place that we went to, so we set off nice and early in the morning. Fully loaded the car, dog in the back was nice and comfortable in his bit. Obviously don't want to make him uncomfortable. Had a few bits on the back seats and whatnot, but all in all, great sized car. Really good to get down all the lanes and everything that I need to get down. I think it still looks really, really quite cool. I mean, I'm next to a Range Rover Defender 110. I've seen many, many videos of people doing the roof tents and stuff in those cars. They're iconic for it, and they really do obviously have a following, and they can get pretty much anywhere that you need it to get to. But my question is surely so can that, they say that the Range Rover is an incredibly capable car, but I don't think many people necessarily use it for its capabilities. So we have a fair few things to do across this summer, which Loki will look forward to as well, because we want to go across to Wales, because you can do actually a fair bit of wild camping over there. We want to take it to the Lake District as well, all doing it with the roof tent, and just fitting what we can inside the car. I don't want to get into whole, trailers and things like that. This is the whole idea of what this is. It's I've got obviously plenty of space to put the roof box when I'm not using it, but I like the ease of just putting it that on, and that's the car. Really, really comfortable to drive. MPG wasn't affected too badly, to be fair. I maybe was 1 or 2 MPG worse off, but certainly didn't feel it on the car. With the roof box on, there's a slight bit of wind noise, nothing horrendous by any means. It's actually better than if you had the roof box off, but the crossbars, the crossbars themselves, they actually made quite a bit of wind noise. So I think it's another bonus point just to take the whole thing off at once. But really enjoyed the day. Hopefully get a few more trick bits to it. I mean, we've got a power bank. We've got our Yeti cooler, which is really quite cool. Got our Yeti mugs to keep obviously drinks warm. Got my Pro Q barbecue, which I've had for a little while anyway, and I'm quite into the barbecue inside of it. So just trying to get the best setup we can to enjoy our time outside across this summer. And I really enjoy my car. Always enjoy driving it. It does everything for me, as you know. I pick up cars. I picked up the Range Rover Vogue with it as well, put that onto the trailer. I mean, I've obviously got all the proper trailer and everything on there too. But yeah, just a really, really great car, and I'm looking forward to doing more with it, more in line with what the capability of Land Rover is supposed to be. So I want to do some more wild camping. I want to get to places that you wouldn't necessarily find a Range Rover Sport. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. As I say, do apologise, it was a little bit, you know, chippy and choppy, but hopefully get some more content and you guys enjoy it. Thank you.